Hello gin lovers and welcome back to my channel. I'm Bobby Freeman. Now then, if you like gin and you like fizz, then my God, you are in the right place, my friends, because today we're going to be making the Gin Fizz. Right, first up, not surprisingly, we're going to need some gin. And today I've opted for this cheeky little fellow. This, my friends, is Malfi con Limon. Now, this is actually a lemon-flavoured gin. And you might think that's a little bit over the top, putting a lemon-flavoured gin in a cocktail that is predominantly lemon-based. But you know what? God damn it, I like lemon, so I'm going to put it in anyway. Right then, first things first, mixer in the middle, and we're not messing about. We're going to stick 2 ounces of this gin in there, or that's 60 millilitres if you're in Europe or the UK. Beautiful, that's in. Done. Next up, we've got lime juice, and I like to put about an ounce of that in here, so I've actually squeezed out about an ounce of that. That's also 30 millilitres, so spray the whole lot in there. Beautiful. In there, my old son. Next up is exactly the same, but with lemon juice. And the same thing, 30 millilitres or 1 ounce. Spray the whole lot in there because I've measured it beforehand. In you get, son. Excellent. And then, of course, don't forget the good old sugar syrup. Now, don't put quite... I like to keep all the measurements exactly the same if I can, but you don't really want too much of this. So I put about 3/4 of an ounce in here, which is about roughly 25 millilitres, something like that. Get in there, get in there. Beautiful. Now then, this is where things get a little bit special, because next up is an ingredient we don't use very often, and that is double cream, or heavy cream if you're in the US. And we're going to have about an ounce of that. Oh yes, get in there. Beautiful. Now this is where it gets potentially a little bit tricky, because the next ingredient is 1 fresh egg. Now luckily for me, my mum has chicken, so this little baby is fresh out of the hen's arse. So we're going to crack it just gently on there, and then we're just going to hopefully not get the yolk in there like that. Oh okay, we'll try that again. I've just been and squeezed another one out the hen. So this time, be very, very careful not to drop the old yolk in there. So take the top off like this. Beautiful, that's more like it. So let all that white get in there. Little bit more. Little bit more. Beautiful. Right then, that's more like it. Awesome. Now then, one last ingredient before we do the shaking, and that is the orange flower water. Now you can get this from most shops or stores. You just put about 2 or 3 drops in there. It usually comes with a pipette. However, the lovely people at Silent Pool Gin Company sent me a spray version, so I like to just do maybe 1 and 2 tiny little sprays. Beautiful. You can also spray directly into your mouth if you've got bad breath too. Like, oh, okay, lesson learnt there. Might be better to stick to the pipette version you buy from the shops rather than that spray. But anyway, that little fellow is ready for the shaking. Okay, we need a couple of nice big bits of ice. Ah, lovely. Whack those babies in there and let's give it a good old shake, shall we? Now, this thing needs a lot of shaking. So essentially shake it until you're about to drop down dead, then give it a pour. So here we go. How that's cold. Oh. Oh, okay. That takes a lot of shaking. My hands are freezing cold, but the rest of me is really warm, so one kind of offsets the other. So, we're just going to need a glass. Beautiful. Right. Open the fellow up. Oh, yes. I'm knackered. We made a hell of a mess, but I think it's going to be worth it. So, let's strain this fellow out, shall we? Put the strainer on there. Put the glass in the middle. Here we go. So, oh, yes. Oh, it's a good one. It was worth all the mess and the sweating and the shaking, the freezing cold hands. So all we need to do now, my friends, is whack a bit of soda water in there. Okay then, soda water, or club soda if you're in the US. Whoa, that's a fizzy one. Careful there, careful. We got any more spillages? Okay, and we're just going to top the fellow up like so. Oh yes, so there you have it, my friends, an awesome creamy frothy gin fizz. Now a lot of people say you should drink it with a straw, but I can't really see the reason for that, so I'll just dive straight in. Gin fizz, cheers. Absolutely delicious. So guys, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget as always to express that enjoyment by clicking the like button on the video and subscribing to my channel and hitting the little bell icon so you get notified when all my new videos come out. And of course, don't forget to check out my Patreon page where you can get access to all sort of behind the scenes videos and all sort of exciting things. But until then guys, I've been Bobby Freeman and I will see you next time. Bye bye.